Robocop. Yes, that's right, Robocop. One of my favorite science fiction films of all time. I remember seeing these movies when I was a lot younger. Sadly, the first movie I saw was Robocop 3, and well, we'll get to Robocop 3 a little bit later in this video. However, I'd been wanting to find the trilogy for a long time, and I was going to buy them on DVD. That was until I found this Blu-ray box set of Robocop Trilogy. And, let's take a dive into it. You got this really cheap slipcover holographic case, which, as soon as I took it out of the plastic wrap, I could already see where the box is already bent. Piss on that. Then you get this nice case right here, which I was expecting 3 different cases, considering that if you can buy all 3 of these individually. You don't have to buy the box set. There should be 3 different cases. No, instead they pulled a Gundam Wing box set and decided to stack them all on top of each other, because that's a good idea. Special features for the Robocop trilogy. For the first film, you have the unrated director's cut from Paul Verhoeven, which is an extra minute long of just some gore. That's about it. You're not missing anything with this unrated director's cut. And you get a theatrical trailer. Robocop 2. You get a theatrical trailer. Robocop 3. You get a theatrical... Okay, goddammit, this is just a port of the DVD box set, alright? There's no special features in this. You call this a fucking trilogy box set? It's just 3 movies put on Blu-ray. You could buy this at Walmart for like $10. Or in the $5 bin at your local car wash. I don't know. I was expecting a little bit more from a big movie franchise from the late 80s and early 90s that actually made a lot of money, unless you're counting Robocop 3, which was a fucking dive. But I mean, come on, there's got to be special features out there somewhere. I've seen special features videos on YouTube. Where the hell did they come from? What DVD set were they published on? I don't know. This is not how you translate a DVD into a Blu-ray. Speaking of which, about DVD to Blu-ray translations, on Robocop 2 and 3, I had the biggest issues with these discs. Robocop 1 worked fine. Then I started to watch Robocop 2, and then about an hour into the movie, it starts that skipping shit. And then the audio goes out of sync. Now, my Blu-ray player's firmware is fully updated. Has the latest update, and it can't be the player. These discs are faulty. And this isn't the first time that I've had a problem with Blu-ray discs. The Dune Blu-ray that I had that I never reviewed because the disc was faulty? Yeah. What the hell is going on with these Blu-ray discs? Why are they so unstable? Why are they allowing all these cheap Blu-ray discs to be published? This is bad. This is a disgrace to this awesome trilogy. And yeah, I sound like a fucking fanboy right now, but deal with it. This movie is a big influence for me as a film student. You might as well just get on Netflix and just watch Prime Directives. Watch the shitty Canadian TV series. Do it. Do it! Because you can't fucking play the Blu-rays! Now that I have that out of my system, why is Robocop, the movies, why are they good? Well, the first one was a pretty groundbreaking movie. It was a great action film, and it actually deals with some issues in moral values and corporate corruption. It's got a really good story, and you sympathize with the main character and his journey to become, well, to find his own identity after death. I know how awkward that may sound, but trust me, watch the movie if you haven't already. Robocop 2 is just as entertaining, if not even more than the first one. It deals with Robocop soon becoming obsolete and It also has a very strong message of don't do drugs. Then again, that came out in 1990, which the height of drug PSAs. In fact, Robocop 2, if you think about it, is one giant drug PSA. And I think that's the beauty of that movie, is because it is one giant don't do drugs statement, or else you'll die, be put inside of a giant robotic suit, and go around killing people. Ah, I love that movie. That, and for all you computer geeks out there, if you look at Robocop's HUD, you can see some references to MS-DOS. If you look at Robocop 2's HUD, it's a Macintosh. So, PC versus Mac actually did duke it out in Robocop 2. And you can kind of guess, because there's a third Robocop movie of who won in that fight. Which, moving into Robocop 3, tells the story of OCP, the evil corporation that built Robocop, and is a main antagonist throughout all three movies, if you think about it. They're starting to take over parts of... Where are we at? Detroit? Oh yeah, that's right. This movie was filmed in Atlanta. Sorry, I keep on forgetting where the hell we are. Anyway, Detroit. Quotation marks. The corporation is moving people out of their homes and into camps so that way they can make way for this city that they've been building since the first Robocop film. It's nice to see that whole story arc come full circle, but at the same time, the third one did have a lot of problems. One being the fact that Peter Weller was no longer Robocop and was replaced by that one lawyer from Law and Order. You may have seen him a couple times. I've seen him in a few episodes. Robert Burke. Does he do a good job of Robocop? Yeah, but a lot of people did bitch and moan about the fact that Peter Weller decided, I don't want to do it anymore. Which is fine. You kind of got to respect the guy for not wanting to do a role anymore. And Robert Burke does a good job. However, it does present a couple of problems. One, why the hell did they strap a machine gun onto Robocop's left arm? And two, why the hell does he have a jetpack? Well, watch the movie and see if you have the same gripes that I do, but it's kind of sad to not see Robocop with his trademark Beretta M93R. I mean, come on, a 50-clip burst pistol looks a little bit more badass than having a machine gun strapped to your arm. And let's not even talk about the cybernetic villain from Robocop 3, the Ninja. The Japanese robot ninja, which there are actually multiple of if you watch the movie. It is all just... I know that there are aspects of all three movies you're supposed to laugh at, especially those commercial segments with the ads, the whole, I'll buy that for $1 joke came from these movies, and there are some advertisements in this movie, like, for example,
Red alert, red alert, red alert.
You crossed my line of death!
You haven't dismantled your MX stockpile.
Pakistan is threatening my border!
That's it, Buster. No more military aid.
Nuke 'em. Get them before they get you. Another quality home game from Butler Brothers.
that is what I like to see in these movies. The third one really didn't have that much. The first and second films were really good at doing that. Anyway, is this trilogy worth it? Yeah, if the discs weren't, bad. I don't know what to say. Is anybody else having these problems? Why are Blu-ray discs so unstable? It can't be my player. My player's fairly recent, has all the firmware upgrades. I don't understand what the problem is. I love the trilogy. I love Robocop. I can't wait for the remake of Robocop to come out. It's actually a remake I'm looking forward to. But this trilogy is a disgrace to the franchise. The Blu-ray trilogy box set gets a 2 out of 10 for me. Yes, the first movie works okay, but the lack of special features and the fact that discs 2 and 3 don't really work, That's sad. What the hell were you thinking, MGM, or should I say Fox? Fox is actually the people who published this DVD box set. And next month, Fox is releasing a complete Star Wars Blu-ray set. Now, if they give that Star Wars Blu-ray set the same treatment as Robocop Trilogy, which I assume they wouldn't because Lucas would be pissed off, I'm going to be one shitty fanboy and one shitty nerd, and I may just have to set something on fire. Angry rant is over. 2 out of 10 for the Blu-ray box set, 10 out of 10 for the goddamn trilogy. It's a trilogy everybody should watch. At least watch the first movie. Hell, it's in several lists of 1,000 or 100 movies you need to watch before you die. So this is Danny here from Metal Couch. Your move, creep.